For this next video, I'm going to give you another task. Once again, ask you to pause it, and we're going to see how well you did, as well as then I'll show you my solution to it. Right? So for this one, we're going to open up 3 files together. I have open book, pen, and read the classics. So if I just hold shift, click on each of them, and then double click, I should get them all open in Photoshop. Just close out the files from before. All right. So we're going to start with our main file. Our main file is going to be this one, open book. And here's the task. First thing you need to do is there's 2 images or 2 parts of this image I would like you to correct. All right. The first thing is this little red kind of marker spot on the book. So at first it looks like a bookmark, but when you zoom in, you realize it's actually some sort of red mark, red highlighter. So I want you to do your best to figure out how can you get rid of that. I would like you to get rid of this highlight on the desk as well. Now here's the trick about the highlight. You can't not have the ridge of the table there. And the grain to the wood also has to stay consistent. As far as the red line on the book, this has challenges in the fact that the pages have grain. There's a texture here that runs diagonally, say top right to bottom left. But there's also a shadow that crosses through that. If either of these get broken or interrupted, this is going to look obviously faked. So you have to be able to continue that page grain and continue that shadow as best you can without sort of, giving it away that you've touched this up. All right, so that's the first task. Once you have done that, step 2 is going to be to grab this pen here and drag it in and place it on this book somewhere around this area. So you're going to put your pen in this book. Now remember shadows, remember lighting. Try to make sure that you can do this in a way that makes it look as realistic as possible. It should still have a shadow. Light should still look consistent, okay? When you're done with that being the pen, the last step is to take the text, just the text from this image, and you're going to add this text to this file right here, all right? So somewhere in this area, it should say read the classics, not with that background, just the text. We should have a pen here, and we should have this book image without the red there and without this highlight there. All right, so take a little bit, try to do that, and in another video, I'll give you the solution instead of having you pause this one. So give that your best shot, and then I'll show you how I would do it in a little bit.